instead of you learning how to do that actual work. Learn how to manage AIs that does that work, and you become valuable. Hello guys, yeah, welcome to my channel once again. And in today's video we're going to be looking at some of the I'm going to give you a rundown of the AI trends that you can't ignore, right now. In the last month, we've seen companies spend billions on AI. AI agents become a major business trend, and some experts are saying we are entering a completely new era of work. You get so, and the thing is, most people are watching these changes happen, and I hope you are not among those watching this change happen. A small group of people, however, are positioning themselves to benefit from them. And that is the reason why I bring some of this my content to my channel, to make sure that you are well positioned. Okay, you are part of the people that are positioned. Yeah. So in this video I'm going to break down the biggest AI trends and opportunities happening right now, and more importantly, we are going to look at what they mean for creators, entrepreneurs, freelancers, and everyday people. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. Okay. So the number one trend we are looking at here is the AI agents uh, becoming, they are now becoming the next big thing. For the past few years, we've been hearing AI assistants. So you see that AI gives answers. Back then it was just AI giving you answers, and that's all. Simple. Now we are entering the era of AI agents, and what's the difference? The difference is that instead of helping with one task, AI agents can complete entire workflows. So instead of writing, just say, write me an email, you can ask for, the AI agent to find leads, research them, draft outreach, and then schedule follow-ups. You get so. It does this whole process. So that's the difference between the AI assistants and the AI agents. So this trend is big for major companies, are investing heavily in AI agents technology. Salesforce recently spent billions to strengthen its AI automation um, capabilities. And businesses are rapidly moving from AI experiments to real deployments. Now, what's the opportunity in this particular trend? If you are a creator, entrepreneur, or freelancer, learning AI automation and AI agents right now could become one of the most valuable skills of the next in the next few years. So that's the opportunity there. Now we're going to make this fast. Then let's move on to the next trend. So I've basically done this research for you. You don't have to bother yourself any longer. Just relax and then listen out to hear these latest trends that are now taking over the industry. The second trend here is that business are moving from testing AI to actually using it. They're no longer just in the testing phase, they're actually deploying this now. So a year ago, most companies were experimenting. And today, they are deploying. And according to recent reports, AI adoption is reaching a tipping point as businesses begin integrating it into everyday operation instead of treating it like a side project. Today now you can receive calls now and you hear, it's a company doing adverts. You receive call, company is doing adverts. They've put their advert on AI mode now. They don't have to be looking for advertisers or anything. AI has taken over their advertisement for them. You get so. Now, why does this matter? This opportunity is no longer just building AI. The opportunity is helping business use AI effectively, right? So, what are the opportunities here? We have AI consulting, AI workflow design, AI training, AI implementation. So, businesses we still don't know how to use these tools efficiently. You get so that's the huge gap in the market. All right. So we are still in the early stages. All right. So this is where you can position yourself, as an AI consulting, AI workflow design, AI training, AI implementation. You get so let's move on to the third trend. AI is becoming the third trend here is that AI is becoming a team member and not just a tool. All right. So one of the most interesting trends this month is the rise of AI co-workers, not AI assistants, AI teammates. Now, new startups are building AI systems designed to take ownership of repetitive tasks instead of simply helping with them. So investors are pouring money into this space because they see future where AI handles large portion of routine work. The routine work that you normally do every day at work. Now you find out that companies are looking for ways to use AI to do those repetitive work. Find out that they don't need human beings to do those repetitive work. If AI can do it, so before they employ right now, you hear them talking about, okay, can AI do this job before they employ? So if AI can do it, what is the need of wasting money paying, an individual or a person? You get. So this changes how business operates. So instead of hiring immediately now, companies will be asking, can AI do this first? You get. So what's the opportunity here? People who learn how to manage AI systems effectively will become incredibly valuable. That's what I'm saying here. So instead of you learning how to do that actual work, learn how to manage AIs that does that work, and you become valuable because those AI, they still need someone to manage them. They still need someone to oversee the system. So that's where you come in. All right. Yeah, so let's move to trend number 4 in the AI space, and that's AI search is replacing traditional search. Our traditional search is usually Google, right? Yeah, so AI is replacing that, and this is something we've already been talking about on this channel. So research is changing. Yeah, so Google is evolving its search experience with more AI powered features and agents capabilities. Yeah, so instead of just showing links, AI search tools are incredibly helping users synthesize information and get direct answers. Google is all about links, links, links. But with AI now, it's helping users synthesize information and get direct answers. That means that people who learn how to ask better questions will definitely get better answers. You get, and also faster. Yeah. So what's the opportunity in this particular trend? Is that the opportunity here is that content creators who master AI research will find trends earlier. They will also generate better ideas and then create more content, definitely, and move faster than their competitors. So those are the opportunities in this particular trend. All right. So let's move on to the fifth trend on this, in this AI space. So the fifth trend here is that the global AI race is accelerating. The global AI race is accelerating. Another huge trend this month is international competition. Yeah. So AI innovation is no longer dominated by one country or one company. Yeah, the new models from around the world are competing at the highest level right now, showing how quick the AI landscape is evolving. You know, for users, this is good news. Competition means better AI tools, more affordable AI, and faster innovation. You understand? So AI is not gonna be expensive any longer for the common man to use because competition tends to like bring down prices. So for users, this is good news. All right. So what's the opportunity here? The opportunity here is that don't become attached to one AI tool, right? You learn the underlying skills. Just learn the underlying skills. Don't get attached to one AI tool. And the underlying, what are the underlying skills here? We have prompting, we have research, we have automation, we have content creation. So these skills transfer everywhere. You get. So these are some of the skills that you can major in. Instead of focusing on one AI. All right, because if you have any of this skill here, you'll be able to transfer it to any of the AI out there. You get. So let's move on to trend number 6, and that is, which is that one person business are becoming more powerful. Yes, the one person business is now becoming very much powerful. This is probably my favorite trend because a few years ago, building a serious business often required employees, expensive software and large teams. But today, one person can, create content, automate workflows, research markets, build products. Yes, I remember I did a particular video like this in my channel. You can go out and check it out, using AI. So that's why I'm seeing more people build what I call leveraged businesses right now. Small teams, big output. Small teams, big output. So what's the opportunity in this particular trend? um, Build skills now while most people are still watching from the sidelines. In summary, I think what people are missing here is that AI isn't just creating new tools, it's basically changing how work gets done. And some experts believe that AI will remove bottlenecks and create entirely new forms of work rather than simply eliminating the jobs. The real shift here is human and AI collaboration. That's the real shift here. You know, how the AI and the human collaborate, right? So the biggest winners are not necessarily the programmers, the biggest company, the people with the most resources. They will be the people. The biggest winners here are the people who adopt this AI fast. So those are the biggest winners. So I hope you join the train to adopt it fast. You get. Yeah, so the AI is really moving really fast, and it's good news because the faster it moves, the more opportunities it's creating for everybody, because we are still in the very early stages. The biggest question now is, will you keep on watching this AI changes taking effect, or are you going to learn, the skills that are required to, partake into this new trend that is happening right now? I believe you want to make sure that you are learning these skills and positioning yourself for the nearest future, which have started right now. And yeah, so I'll say thank you for watching, and if you found this useful, please like and subscribe if you're yet to, and I'll see you in the next one, which promises to be more exciting.